Facing a Viking invasion now on BBC Two, it's back into battle with a new series of Time Commanders.
A mighty Norwegian invasion force has landed in the north of England and is sweeping south, intent on seizing the throne. An English army led by King Harold Godwinson has force-marched north to stop them in their tracks. Now only a river, spanned by a small bridge, separates these armies. Will the spirited English repel this invasion, or will the Norse horde triumph? Tonight, a family from Surrey, watched over as usual by our military experts, find out on Time Commanders.
Welcome to the show that can change the course of history. And hoping to do just that today are the Eagers family from Dorking. Dad Mark is headmaster at Box Hill School in Surrey.
As the football managers would say, I think I'm quietly confident that our team will win the battle. There goes the kiss of death.
Mum, Jane, is one of Mark's teachers at Box Hill.
We want to win, and we want to have a great time, and we want to finish feeling like we've given it everything we could.
13-year-old Sam is a keen inventor in his spare time.
I want to be a general because I like commanding people and it'd be fun to take over my dad for the day.
And Matthew, who likes to be known as Mash, wants to be a military historian when he grows up.
Well, I'd like to be a captain so I can so that I can take the battle into my own hands and cause complete havoc.
United as a family, they are tonight's Time Commanders. Well, welcome, team, to the show. It's great to have you here. Now, Matthew, it's Mash. Mash, and you're happy for me to call you that? Yeah. All right, Mash. Now, I've been told that you are on record as saying you reckon you're pretty good at this.
Yeah.
You reckon you could beat our experts?
Yep.
Seriously?
Uh-huh.
OK, well, that'll be good. Sam, what's it going to be like? Because you're fighting a battle now with your whole family, with your parents. What's that going to feel like?
It's going to be very confusing, a lot of shouting, I imagine.
Good. No, shouting's good. That's OK. Confusion is excellent. And finally, Jane, everybody in the family was asked to describe everybody else. And, well, they all used one word to describe you. It was bossy. Is that true?
I am not bossy.
OK, fine.
I'm decisive. I am not
Was it Mash
bossy.
or Sam that said friendly but fierce? Come on, one of you said it. It was you, Mash. All right, well, I think I can get an idea of how this is going to go. OK, well, it's time now for you to meet our Time Commanders experts. Surveying our contestants' every move are historical analyst Arik Nusbacher, senior lecturer in war studies at the Royal Military Academy, Sandhurst, and our tactical analyst, historic weapons expert and military historian, Mike Loads. OK, team, now, pay attention, because here comes your battle briefing. It's very, very important you listen to what these guys have got to say. It could make all the difference.
You have got to find a way to preserve the course of British history. You're going to be fighting the Battle of Stamford Bridge. It's 1066, and you are trying to keep an appointment here at a small bridge over the River Derwent near the city of York. Harold Godwinson is on his way to Stamford Bridge. He is the elected King of England, and he is coming to fight against a Norse army.
And that Norse army is commanded by King Harald Hardrada. He was feared and fearless. His fighting prowess was legendary, and his leadership was famed. He was considered the most famous and celebrated warrior of his age. And he had just taken the crown of Norway by force, a crown to which he had a very dubious claim. And now he thought the prize of England could be taken by force, a formidable foe.
The Norse have gained a strategic advantage by landing an army in northern England, surprising Harold Godwinson, the English king, and defeating Edwin and Morcar, the two earls that King Harold Godwinson had left to look after northern England.
But Harold Godwinson was 200 miles away at the start of this campaign, and he marched incredibly in 4 days, took his army 200 miles. And you, time commanders, are going to be in command of Harold Godwinson's English army. Guard it well. History depends on you. Now, the heart of your army are the housecarls. Now, these are men who had a tremendous fighting ethos. For them, death in battle was an honor to be sought, not a fate to be feared. They would fight till the last man standing, but they're also very useful troops used judiciously as a strike force.
So the housecarls are going to be your arm of decision, but supporting them, you've also got the fearedmen, who are the ordinary Englishmen who've been collected by Harold Godwinson on his way to this battle. And they are armed, some with spears, some with swords, but some of them will be archers. You've got comparatively few of them, but those archers will enable you to fix the enemy when it wants to move, to make the enemy move when they want to stand fast, and you'll have to use your archers very wisely indeed.
Harold Hardrada's side, 5 days earlier, has just fought this great battle at Fulford Gate. So they're pretty battle-weary and exhausted, but their swords have tasted blood, and they have the victor's confidence.
They've got housecarls as well. Hardrada has got a professional force, many of whom have been fighting with him for years.
And among these soldiers are another type of warrior known as berserkers. You've heard of going berserk, going into a blind rage, the red mist, the battle fury. Some say it was induced by hallucinogenic drugs. Some say just by the rage of battle. They're said to have gnawed and eaten at their shields before the battle. They would get so angry, get themselves into such a state. These are incredible warriors, and you can use them. Imagine you've got one of those. They're worth 10 men.
So we've got the English and the Norsemen slugging it out. I love it. Question is, how do you lot feel now after all of that?
Scared.
Good.
Excellent.
You feel good,
Oh,
you feel
yes.
scared. I can't believe you feel scared. Just a little bit. All right, well, look, the important thing is you've now got a chance to ask questions. These guys are going to go away soon. The next time you see them, the battle will be over, whatever the outcome, OK? So you've got a chance to ask 2 questions. Use them wisely. Ask away.
How effective are the archers? Like, can they penetrate their armour?
Archers are effective. Whether they're going to penetrate the armour or not is not that big a question, because the type of helms they're wearing in the armour, their faces are open, so they've got exposed faces. But if they've got arrows coming in, they have to defend. They have to put their shields up. And while they're doing that, they're not moving and doing something else. So use the archers well.
Next question.
How effectively can we use our spearmen?
I'll tell you how to use your spearmen. Aggressively.
And that's it? That's your answer? Aggressively. There you go. You got that?
OK.
All right, well, I hope that's useful, because you are on your own from here on in. And now we've got a very important job to do, because now we've got to decide who's going to be the generals and who's going to be the captains. Our experts have had a look at your profiles. They know a lot about you, and they've made the decision. So now is when we're going to find out who will be giving the orders and who will be carrying them out.
I think my mum would make a good general because she's very bossy, even though she won't admit it.
Jane, you are a general.
Mark, you are a captain.
OK.
Mash, guess what?
What?
You're a captain.
Yay!
Excellent.
And that means that you, Sam, are a general.
OK.
Sam will be jumping up and down and squeaking quite a lot, very excited, and I hope keeps his head cool and goes for it as well.
So now you know who's going to be doing what. How do you feel?
Power crazed.
The look in your face. Personally, if I were the Norse, I'd turn around and run away now. Mash, you're going to be bossed around by Sam. Sam, you're going to be bossing. How do you feel about that?
I'll have control.
Business as usual. Mark, Dad, you're going to be bossed around by everybody.
Yes,
I mean,
it happens in our family.
I did wonder. OK, well, we're good to go. And the good news is you're going to get a chance to practice because a lot of historic battles actually began with a series of smaller fights or skirmishes. And there's going to be one of those today. This is no exception. And that's great because this is going to give you a chance to test your battle skills, to test your tactics, and to actually see the whites of the enemy's eyes for the first time. So use it well and learn from it.
As you can see, some small groups of unfortunate Norsemen have got themselves caught on the wrong side of the river. And the advance guard of your English army is fast approaching them.
One thing you have got to make sure of is that you keep your mind on your mission and don't get distracted from what you've got to do, seizing the initiative back from Harald Hardrade.
Got it? Yep. Well, our experts are leaving now, so that's it. You are on your own. Your skirmish is going to begin very, very quickly. And the point is here, you haven't got a lot of time. So just remind me, the enemy are there, you're here. Yep. What are you going to do when you haven't got a lot of time to think about this?
We're uphill, so just kill him.
Yeah,
Flank him.
I think.
Flank him and kill him.
Hit them hard and hit them fast.
I think you're going to get stuck in, Mash. That's the thing. Well, look, good luck. This is it. You can't make an omelette without breaking heads, so let's get out and kick some Norse booty. Better get down there.
Righty-ho.
Well, you're underway.
They're moving. Okay.
They're off. That's it. It started.
So the team's English army are starting out in a good position for this skirmish. They're well formed up, they're on a nice piece of high ground, and they've got more troops than the Norwegians, who are all strung out in those fragmented little groups.
Yeah, try and get in a wedge shape, guys, if you can.
Make a wedge?
It's one big group.
Yeah.
Ah, look, Sam's going for a wedge shape. Now, the English used a variety of battle formations. Perhaps the most famous was the Svinfylking, which means boar's snout. And very similar to what Sam's doing here, the bravest, strongest warriors stood at the front, and their do-or-die mission was to smash through the enemy lines.
Right, so you want us to run down at them, generals? Do you want us to run down at them?
Well, what do you want us to do?
I think there's orders coming your way.
I think you want to... They're going down at fairly high speed there. Remember, Sam, they're tired, so you don't want them to go too fast. They'll be worn out. Make sure they stay together.
It's very caring.
Try and keep... No, it's not caring. I want them to be able to kill people.
Oh, right. You're right. That's not that caring.
No, not caring at all, really.
The command structure has split. Jane has stayed back here as Commander-in-Chief, keeping an overview on both.
Sam has made himself second in command there.
Exactly. There's a natural hierarchy. Actually, that could work very effectively. That's right. It's better than left and right, I think, having that.
As long as everybody knows what they're supposed to be doing.
And as long as he feeds back. And I think the danger with Sam at the moment is he's standing there like he's watching a movie.
That's right.
And what they've got to realise is they're not watching a movie, they're in a movie, and they can influence this movie.
How you doing, mate?
Gathering nicely.
Quite well.
Got the hang of it?
Yep.
You think you understand how it's working?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Moving my troops together.
Some of these are getting very close together. I don't know
Yeah.
if they trip each other up if they mash up like that.
Okay, I think just side by side.
Oh, I think this is going...
Yeah.
Uh-oh, where are they going now?
Well, you're closing on them, I'll give you that much.
They look scary, don't they?
Yes.
They look very
They look
scary.
quite
I wouldn't want
fast
them
as well.
pouring down towards me.
Who's still
Okay, they're coming towards you. You're going to be meeting them pretty soon.
Okay, the team have closed the distance between them and the enemy. The Norsemen are now preparing for action. Conflict is imminent.
Okay, are we within archer's range?
Maybe slow the second 2 units down.
Who are those guys then?
Okay, they're the enemy.
They're north. There they come.
Oh, they're coming.
They're coming your
Bunch
way.
up more. Mashi, move yours in.
Bunch up and kill them.
Mashi, come on.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I'm sending them both attacking.
At the front, who's going to hit first?
Yeah.
You need some more support. Bring in your support, Mash.
The most powerful weapon on the battlefield was the two-handed axe. An awesome weapon. I can use it in a tight press of men, If I'm a housecarl protecting my king, I need to be able to swing it and get it around me without hitting the man behind or the man close. And I can do that and give good power with it. But its most effective use is if I'm sent out as a SWAT squad, if I'm at the head of the boar snout and I'm coming out towards your army and I'm coming to your front line of shields and I use its full power to hew them in twain.
Mash, don't get them too bunched up. Try and flank them.
Yeah, okay, bring that unit round
Dad,
behind
try and flank them.
gonna-
Don't get them bunched up. Flank them.
That's okay, I'm just getting my archers in position to...
Okay, someone get the left flank. Someone get the left flank.
Okay.
Mashy, left flank.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
We're flanking them. We are.
Oh, wow.
Around.
Okay, they're being killed.
This is a key moment. The team can't spend time dealing with the remnants of that group of Norse. They mustn't give their enemy time to form up elsewhere.
No, they're moving on. Crisp work from the team.
It's quite hard to see where they're all going, but I think we're getting them on the run. Okay, Mashy, bring them. You got a second flank over on the right. You've got a major force on your right. Don't lose track of that.
Yeah, look, guys, stop rousing.
Yeah,
look.
There's a huge lot coming
There is a
to
huge
clash there.
lot. Okay.
Split these guys up.
We've also
Right, we've got...
General Sam, we've got troops coming
Look,
on the
I've got
right-hand side there.
another-
They're coming down the hill at
Engaging the
us.
second unit.
Yeah, I can see there's a second lot coming in from the left.
I'm going.
Mashy, you need to get those two...
Engage. Engage.
You've got to bring them together,
I
that's
think
right.
slowly the whole communication thing is starting to happen.
Okay.
A lot of shouting, but they're listening.
Right, Sam, do you think Mashy's got enough support on his side?
I'll go and have a look.
Fine, I've got 2 units on my side.
There's some others coming up here. Again, she's noticed it. As soon as they appear, she's keeping her eye on the
She's
big
got a
picture.
very clear,
Good commander-in-chief.
very clear battle picture.
Hang on, Sam, we've got this back line. Stop.
Oh, look at that scrum. Axe on axe.
Yeah, and there are various types of axes being used. There's the bearded axe, which was used single-handedly, and then there was the great two-handed Dane axe. And with that, you could fell a horse with one blow. But with a committed blow, it left you vulnerable, and probably they had to work in pairs, I think, to protect each other.
Jane, we've got some hard people coming over here on the
Okay, you need to get them to reform, to be ready to
Going
take
for the
him, to be
archers.
flanked.
Move away.
Sam, there's a flanking move
I can't
on
watch
the
that.
right.
Guys, they're flanking us on the right.
Back.
Dad's got the archers.
Yes, what?
Do I have
See?
to
Right, come on, guys, we need to...
Move.
My archers
Well
are
done.
my
Okay.
archers need to be moved.
Attack.
Do I have any?
Oh, you're moving the wrong way.
Ah, they're moving out. Who's got that line?
Oh my! I can't.
Mashy, is that you? On the back line?
I'm in.
Oh, no, they're going to sandwich us.
Sam, who's got that back line?
Pardon?
Who's got that back line?
I don't know, I think it's
Look,
Matt.
I'm bringing 2 of my units to help.
Okay, well done.
Those are the archers.
I'm helping. Look, they're going from behind, guys.
Look, is that some of Mash's troops coming in from the left, just over there?
Looks like it. Just in time, too.
How you feeling, Sam?
A bit stressed, actually.
Yes, I'm not surprised, but I think you're on top of it by the looks of it.
It's quite confusing because you don't know
There
which
was a-
unit's which.
There was a real moment for you guys then when you
General
had that
Sam.
one flank.
Yep.
Sam, we've got these guys. We need to come probably round here and kick these guys
Well,
booty.
you seize the initiative, okay?
You're doing fine, Mash. Keep it going.
Jane is amazing at keeping the motivation up. Well done.
Mashy, can you report back to me what's going on with you?
Well, I'm attacking, I'm helping, and I'm killing them. I'm gonna kill.
I think you've kicked some major butt there, Mash. Well done.
I'm getting their archers.
They look like they're behind
What
us.
about this blue line that's moving up? Are we going to hit them with that?
They're running away,
Those
aren't they?
two.
The odds are now heavily stacked against the Norsemen. They're running away.
Yeah, it's all done now. The team have won this skirmish.
And that is that.
Yeah, they could get that.
Do we win?
You did.
Okay.
OK, captains, let's have you back up here. Come and join the generals, please. Fantastic. Yeah. How do you feel about that? You beat them.
Very
thoroughly.
pleased.
Yes.
Yeah?
More power crazed than ever.
Yes, I can see this.
Yes.
It's quite scary. What was interesting? I mean, how do you feel about your communication? Because from here, it looked like it started and then got going, and then you were talking to each other.
It needs to be clear, and you guys have to talk to us more as well.
You need more communication.
We
back
need
from
more
them.
back, but I like this big board. It's good. You can see lots going on.
I watched you start using that because at first everyone ignored this, and the generals you taught down there, and then you came back and realised actually you could really get a good useful overview and see.
You can
what's
see the
coming your
nasty
way.
things coming in.
Yes. Okay.
Cool.
So when it comes to the big battle, you're going to have a lot more troops to coordinate of different types. You're going to have to get very organised very, very quickly.
They've got 3 vital decisions to make. They must sort out this command structure. There mustn't be any chat or confusion once the battle starts. They need to predict what the enemy are going to do, and they need to make their plans of ideally how they're going to form up and go to the enemy. But they also need to make contingencies, both in terms of command and plans. The what-ifs, what happens if it doesn't go as they think it will.
What they need to figure out in this council is how to blow past the few remaining Norsemen without being distracted, get across the bridge, and get stuck into the Norsemen before the Norsemen have a chance to form their shield wall.
OK, now trust me, what you decide in the next few moments is absolutely critical to the outcome of this battle, so some hard thinking's called for. Generals, this is your army. Do you think you've learned stuff from the skirmish that you can apply here? I mean, what are you taking
Hit
from
hard.
that?
Hit hard and hit fast.
So we have to have archers, like security guards, there.
For protection.
Jane says hard and fast, and she's right. You can see the English army there in red, and they're approaching from the southwest. And between them and the bridge, that vital bridge, there are a bunch of scattered Norsemen. They've got to get rid of those Norsemen quickly to get across the river. The Norse are scattered all over the place on the far bank. The question is, can the team get across that bridge before the Norse army form up to stop them?
You want your biggest force over fast.
Agreed.
And we want these ones moving through. Now, what happens if they can't break through? I think we've got to have a concentration, look for any major weak point, and take the concentration through that weak point. We don't want to be stuck with a shield wall behind
Well,
us.
I hate to say it, that's it. That is your time up for planning. Captains, get down there, take up your positions. Generals, get ready to deploy your troops.
And we're going across as hard and as fast as we can, OK? Yep. And we're going to make it work.
OK, the troops have been deployed. It is the 25th of September, 1066. Our English team against the Norse horde. Let battle commence. Well, you are underway, that's it. OK, and they are moving.
OK, guys, you're going to meet some opposition down the road. We think we're going to have to use one force to deal with that, and we want the rest to just carry on. Don't get diverted.
Guys, what do you want us to do? Do you want us to walk
Get
or run?
down.
Sam, you asked the question. Here we are.
Yeah, get down
Right,
to
who
the
are these?
Matthew at a fairly steady pace.
The clock is now ticking.
You can feel that sense of urgency from
But
them.
they have got the urgency, but they can't waste it. It's a ticking clock, and they're under great pressure. And they've got some basic plans, but they haven't yet found out where the enemy are.
They've also got to make sure that the enemy can't get any cohesion. Once the enemy get cohesion, the team will have a hell of a time breaking it.
Yeah, and what the team mustn't do is allow the Norse to regroup and form a shield wall. That formidable defensive formation with overlapping shields and bristling spears. It defends against almost anything and really saps the enemy's strength.
So you think you've got your communication sorted this time?
No, but we will be getting there shortly.
You're going to have to do it very quickly.
Sam, do you think we should run?
Yes,
No.
is that what you
Yes,
want?
I'm running.
No, Mash, listen for the main order, because we've got to have all the troops together.
No, run. When you get near them, run.
We've got to conserve some energy.
Why are you walking? To conserve energy.
Because we're going to be into a major battle, and we want them...
Are you not worried about time?
Yes, I am worried about time.
I'm making it worse
but
for
I'm
you.
not going to run because we've got to make sure we've got them together. When we get closer, then we'll try and speed up.
Okay. If it were down to me, I'd run. Get in
Oh,
quick.
Sam, can we use the archers?
We need to get going. Yes,
Can we get smashed?
Okay, let's go.
Okay,
Let's
go
start
for it.
running.
Run.
Run, all out, all troops, running,
Right.
running.
That first unit of enemy troops really has got to turn and engage. And look, there's Harold Godwinson himself catching them, and he's a man on a mission. Those Norsemen are nothing if not brave.
They're crazy, actually. I would be hoofing for that bridge and not going for the whole English army.
They're really split up.
There's a long, big gap in between them, but that means you've got to keep moving.
Keep moving, guys. There's a long gap between them, so keep moving.
Okay, I want them to hit.
Right, there's some guys at the back, Matthew. You need to get them moving up faster.
I mean, one of the things, when we could hear Jane shouting, and we can hear that, and there's confusion with 4 people down there, there's 4 voices going. Imagine what it would be like in a real battlefield, that you would have tremendous noise. They're wearing mail coats, the swords, the armour, the clank. They're wearing helmets, so their hearing is frustrated. Communication on a real battlefield is a big issue.
How you doing, Mash? Everybody's shouting at you, I've noticed. Under pressure, how do you think you're doing?
Okay, there's mine.
Get the housecarls across the bridge.
You've got a fight going on already.
Okay, let's just get around them.
Yeah, I've got a fight going on there.
The Norse were a famously fierce fighting force. And they used a lot of psychological intimidation. They would threaten that if their chief enemy survived, they'd make of them the blood eagle, where they'd rip open the ribs of the still living body, lift out the lungs to be eaten by the crows.
What are you sending in?
All my units.
Everything you got?
Yep.
Chuck a lot of
Get
it.
the housecarls across the bridge. Well done.
And what they need to do as soon as they cross the bridge, that very small force of cavalry, they need to use that to quickly get out there and scout what's on the other side.
Right. And see how much
That's
space and how much time they have.
them.
Look at this lone Norse berserker.
Now, of course, there's that wonderful story in the real battle that there was a lone berserker who held the bridge. He apparently held the bridge for a long time, taking out every Englishman who tried to cross, until one ingenious Englishman found a swill tub in the river, and he paddled it up the stream, got underneath the bridge, and with his spear took out the berserker from below.
I know you don't want my advice.
Yes, go for it.
side,
The less time you spend this side of the bridge, the better.
That's it. Okay, don't get sucked in onto the left, Matthew. Get back to the bridge and get across it.
Get across.
Yeah.
Right, get away from there and get back to the bridge.
Mum, that's Dad's troop.
Dad, get them over the bridge as fast as you can, because we've got a much bigger battle on the other side of the
Spearmen
river.
coming from right.
That's right. Get them over and form up a head point.
Yup. Don't leave any gaps.
Run across the bridge, my friend.
Okay.
Oh, units.
You're doing really well. That's just what we want to get right over the river.
Look at them pouring across that bridge.
Hey, guys.
They've not been shy about getting across the river. It's just what the team is needed to do.
Yeah, they put themselves in a very good position.
Right, we've got to smash through this bridge. Get some
Make a wall, guys. Once you get across, make a wall, okay? Make a fat shield.
My housecarls are going to be the front.
Okay, keep your fat wall. You're going to be meeting some opposition soon.
We've got a lot of troops across the bridge.
Yeah, that's it. Bring up the second wall.
Okay.
Dad,
If we can...
Good.
Yep.
Right, we've got this force over here. We want to bring them down. So I'm going to tell Matthew. Matthew?
Okay, team. If I can have your attention, if you want to come back up to the map table, you have a bit of a privilege here because you are going to have a quick pause. You can gather your thoughts. Time is ticking now. You've got about a minute. Get talking. Use it.
Where's your arch?
Look, they've got troops coming from the side round here.
I'm not happy over this.
We want to smash. No,
we want to stop them.
No, we want to stop.
coming over
Aggressive.
They're going to try to go for a shield here. We've got to stop that by breaking through it.
This is really turning into Jane's battle. I mean, Mark is contributing, and Sam and Mash are contributing, but Jane is really imposing her will on this battle. I mean, this is the plan that she briefed in the Council of War. You're seeing it working out. You see the way the Huscarls took control of that bridgehead. and they screen the bridgehead. They ensure that nobody's going to interfere with the rest of the crossing. You can see they're almost all the way across.
Right, Mash, you take the left, Dad, you take the right.
Okay. No, you don't want to split the forces up. We want to get a major force through the gap.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
So, Mashi, look, where's the major gap?
In the middle.
There, down that path.
Yeah, but then they get.
Got 10 seconds and the battle will start again.
No.
10 seconds.
We're going to get as many forces
5 seconds
through that
and you're
gap
back
as we
into
can.
war.
Yep.
All right?
Okay.
Okay,
Go,
agreed?
guys.
Could be some initiative here from the captains.
All right.
You're back into it.
Okay, stay
Generals,
consolidate.
can I just don't
Every country
forget the screen. You've got that overview. You can go and look at things.
Look at that. Look at the way that the English army is pouring off that bridge like fizzy water out of a
But
bottle.
they could bring those archers up now because their job as covering the retreat is now done. Now they can come up and start influencing the battle.
Those archers, in fact, those archers are now useless because they're no longer mutually supporting with the foot who they were sent to help.
I've got to say, I think it's gone really well. I mean, they got over that bridge so fast. That was pretty good.
The team's English army is almost totally across the river. But now there are Norsemen coming from every angle towards that bridge.
Yeah, like flies to a manure pile.
Exactly.
Don't engage everybody in that gap.
Get all my troops on the berserks. I'd meet up with a regiment of berserks.
Let them flank you.
It's worth looking that they are forming up opposite you. You must keep an eye on them. They are forming up a line and then you'll be in trouble.
Big line on the right. We've got to break through some of that. There's some gaps. Go through them.
Look,
Mashi,
fighting berserks.
left. Go. You're doing well. I am. You're doing well. Mashi, where are you berserkers?
He's got a lot on his plate.
Nasty.
I'm getting the berserkers.
They're not exactly Marilyn Monroe, are they?
No, I'm killing the berserkers. Okay, moving forward. I just want all my...
No, don't commit them. Don't commit them. Okay?
They've really hit upon the berserkers at this point. I mean, young Mash just turned around and uttered the immortal phrase, "But Mum, I'm fighting berserkers." How bad are they?
Oh, they're pretty bad.
Listen, people who've done research on Vietnam have discovered that certain kinds of post-traumatic stress, if gone untreated, leads people to be berserkers. And when this happens, the soldier who is berserk thinks he's invulnerable. He knows no fear. Berserk,
And he feels no pain.
That's right.
But that doesn't mean to say he can't be stopped mechanically. If you get him in the heart or you chop his legs off, then he still can't run.
He's got a lot of adrenaline. He thinks he's invulnerable, and that means he will seek the initiative better than a sane man.
All right, well, you've terrified me, to be honest.
As well you should.
Are they doing well?
Yeah, they're doing amazingly well.
So far, they're doing great.
Sam, we've got this whole line here that we're not using. We've got to bring them.
I'm getting the archers.
I think they're the archers.
Okay, can you bring the archers over the bridge, please, so we can use them? Because at the moment they're redundant.
All our forces over the bridge.
That's it. Well done.
Look, I'm killing everyone here.
Excellent. Kill Mash. You're really good at it.
I have just spoken to the powers up there. They're quite pleased. They think, I mean, you are doing very well.
Oh,
You really are. You're on
Mash
top of
is
it.
actually really enjoying smashing that lot.
Yes, he's having fun, isn't he?
Yeah, we've got a major force up in the
Hey,
north.
look, you're
but we
being
don't have to
smashed.
worry
Look,
about
look,
them
you're
yet.
being smashed.
I know, Sam.
Both armies had a similar arsenal of weapons. Principal weapon on both sides was the spear. The spear had reach and could be used over the shield wall. It could also be used as a throwing javelin to keep the enemy at bay. Once they'd lost their spears, then they could draw their swords. By 1066, swords were much more universally to be found, but they still had a strong mystical value. The old swords had this wonderful pattern in the blade. That meant they'd been done by the old pattern welding process. These things were ancestral weapons, passed from father to son, and they carried the family honor with them. Warriors who carried these swords had to fight for more than just themselves. And the way they fought was shoulder to shoulder amongst each other in the shield wall.
Are all the troops engaged? Matt?
Yeah, we've got a nice line coming up towards...
Sam, how do you think you're doing?
I think we're doing okay, but it might get a bit ugly if any more of their troops come in. We're not committed, and if all ours are committed.
You got through the berserkers, though. That was my worry.
Well,
There, so the
but
groups coming across the river to engage.
if our general gets killed, we're stuffed, so I don't know why... Dad!
Okay, yes, what do you
Stop
want?
using your general as kamikaze, because if he gets killed, then we're stuffed.
Where is my general?
There's horses.
Okay, let's get him out.
They're regrouping on the road, guys. There's a group right in the middle. They're regrouping, so we need to regroup to hit them hard again.
Regroup!
Where?
Look, we've got Berserker unit.
Matthew, there's a blue group grouping right in the middle there. Look.
Yeah, I see them.
Okay, well,
Yeah, I'm sending a unit to go and kill them.
okay.
Now that's important. The team have managed to surround and isolate the enemy king.
Hardrada is about to die. They are getting around Harold Hardrada, the greatest warrior of the age. He was a living legend. He was known as Storm of the Spears and Feeder of the Ravens. And, you know, those wonderful Norse poetic names, they used to use them for their swords and their armour. Harold Hardrada called his mail shirt Emma.
Girl's name?
Yeah, exactly. But it's not done him much good today, though.
Without Harold Hardrada, the Norse might as well go home. Harold Hardrada's son, Olaf the Flashy, is down the road at Rickle with the ships. And if they can get rid of Harold Hardrada, then Olaf the Flashy becomes a cipher. He's a non-entity. He's just a kid.
All your
My house
committed.
Yeah, my house
What
cars.
are these guys doing?
My house cars are just going to kill.
Matt, can you see that you've got action behind you now?
Okay, guys, you have a tactical break at this point. Make use of it. Quick, run up, get round the table, mate. Can I just tell you, while you're gathering captains and generals, in that session, you have just killed the Norse king.
Yes!
So it's not over.
But we killed him.
It's not
Not
over.
over till
They've got a
that
lot of
means
troops
we
left. They've got a
killed
lot of people still fighting you, but you
Okay.
killed their king. And time is running out. You're going to be back in it soon.
Look, we got this big line here, and I think some on the bridge. We've got to get those, but I don't think there's any on the left now.
We've got a lump here, we've got a small lump here, we've got a small
Are there
lump
any on the
here,
left?
but I want
Say
us
these-
to
Are there any
consolidate and hit this lot. Mash.
Look, they've got... I can't reach.
We're not going to have
They've got a Berserker unit there.
Guys,
Ninja unit there.
guys,
Okay,
there's no
we've got
one
units
up on
I've
the
sent
left.
one of my
The left
units,
side's
that's not
free.
gonna be enough.
Who's this?
Mine.
Okay, we need this lot and this lot to hit here.
You've got 30 seconds and counting.
Okay.
You are back into battle.
So, concentrate on
Don't
that
get
line.
complacent just because you've killed the king.
No.
Keep an eye out. There is another
Guys.
force forming.
It's free on the left, okay? So concentrate on the right now.
Look, look, we just need to kill these berserkers. Then they're
He's
out of the way.
obsessed with berserkers, this kid.
It's great. I mean, look.
He's got something in common with them.
Yes, exactly.
It was the right one to send in against him. You've got 3 seconds and you're back into
let's go.
battle.
We're back into battle.
Let's smash this lot and keep your eyes out for trouble.
Keep
that's your
killing
job, okay?
those berserkers.
Right, how are we doing?
Look, my guys are killing the berserkers.
So we got 2 cavalry units.
Lovely. Okay.
Okay, you're all going to consolidate on that group that's forming in the middle. Oh, guys, you're going to get crushed in the middle if you're not careful. Mashy, we need to bring your line out a lot faster. They're sitting on that road doing
I just
nothing.
killed their berserkers.
Mashy,
Kill
your
'em.
line on the road doing nothing. Bring them up faster.
Presumably, killing the king is a good thing, is it?
Oh,
I mean,
it's a tremendously good thing. And it's true. It's what happened. Harold Hardrada was killed in the real battle, and it was
It's
a decisive
unfolded as it
moment.
did.
Yeah.
So that would have a big effect on their morale, wouldn't it?
It's what they're fighting for.
If the Norsemen out there knew that Harold Hardrada was dead, they'd already be running
And
away.
if the Norsemen knew a couple of 10-year-old boys had done it, they'd be really upset.
I mean, Harold Hardrada, the greatest warrior of his age.
Mash,
Let's take him
10-year-old,
out.
gets him.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
We're going to have to smash one and then the other. Okay, Mashy,
We can't be sissies.
Bring them.
smash the group that are on your left.
They're all surrendering.
Looks to me like the team have got victory in their sights. And you know, legend says that Harold Hardrada had a portentous dream the eve before the battle. And that he saw a troll woman riding on a wolf going round dead Norsemen, his slain troops. And as she did so, she cackled a Norse song. But they were very big on omens, weren't they?
They were. Halley's Comet, seen in this very year. You knew that it was portending something. Of course, you didn't know what it was portending till after things happened.
Yeah, they rewrite it after the
They
event.
rewrite it after the event. I like the troll woman, though. That's very good.
And there's an awful lot of dead Norse on the battlefield again today. But they've not quite given up, despite losing their king. Look, here's some more berserkers and a strike force of hard-hitting swordsmen.
So there's a celebrity soldier on this field today, you know. Now, Leofric, the nephew of Lady Godiva, was part of Harold Godwinson's army at the Battle of Stamford Bridge. Come all the way from Coventry to participate in this battle. The
king can certainly win it now. They preempted the enemy, and they never for one moment gave up the initiative. They killed the enemy king, Hardrade, and look, even as the battle is concluding, they're harrying the fleeing enemy as they try to get off the field.
Victory imminent.
Victory's imminent, but even at this stage, though, they have to just hold focus.
Things are looking good for you.
Come on then. Let's get stuck
Oh
in.
my God! Kill!
Yeah.
We don't let any of these guys get away with anything.
Let's get on with it.
You guys ain't
These are our
gonna
troops.
win.
Let's sort them out. No prisoners.
No, we still got to get this done. We're not going to let them move forward.
Yeah, guys,
You are
keep
victorious.
Fantastic.
That was fun.
You did it.
Yes. Not entirely
killed
sure
their
how we
king.
did it, but I'm really
you
pleased we did it.
Well, from what I could see, there was speed, there was
we got
devastating
fat.
commitment.
We've still got a load of army left as well.
And can we...
And brilliant work.
Can we just say,
Brilliant.
captains, fantastic work. Who'd have thought it? The Norse king brought down by MASH.
Mashy.
Nearly all the berserkers, I have to say, personally dealt with. Your communication was just all there, and it came together. Generals, how do you feel?
Brilliant. Can we do that again?
No, you've done it.
There's this weird thing, because there was the berserkers there, and then the infantry, and my cavalry just smacked into the berserkers. They died.
MASH, don't eat cheese just before you go to sleep, because you're going to wake up dreaming about berserkers every night. Well, look, it's been fantastic, and congratulations. Let's find out what the experts make of your efforts. Guys.
You were great.
Absolutely. Jane, in particular, imposed her will on the battlefield.
She's not bossy.
That's what she said. It has its place.
That's what you need. Absolutely.
This is what was required here. But I think that what we noticed especially is that you guys worked together as a team. And Jane had found the place where she could control the battle from. And then Sam had found where he needed to be in order to coordinate for Jane, so that the two generals worked together and didn't compete, and there was no friction. Yeah, and then the two captains were allowed to get on with doing their job.
Which was give good feedback. They were both instructing the operators and turning back and telling you what was going on and listening to what you want. So it was textbook. You played the Time Commanders game, textbook.
And what do you think in terms of the way they actually marshaled, the moves they made?
I was impressed. I mean, because just in that, that they didn't have much time. And it was I liked the way they'd placed the archers before the crossing the bridge to cover the retreat, just in case they didn't make it. That was good. And they started to make plans what they'd do once they got over. They did the right thing.
Absolutely. And the vision that Jane briefed during the Council of War, the idea of knocking the huscarls through, bashing your way through, and then spreading out to secure the bridgehead, was exactly what you did. It was beautiful.
Why don't you show us what actually happened, guys?
I'll be Norse. I'll be Norse.
Excellent.
Berserkers.
I'll come with the clever people.
Come on, yes, absolutely.
This is 2/3 of the Norse army here under Harald Hardrade. 10 miles away at Rickel with the boats is the remaining third of the Norse army. And they're commanded by Eystein Ori, and they've got Olaf the Flashy, the young prince of Norway.
Olaf the what?
Olaf the Flashy.
So cool because what, he had a big watch and...
Because he was a bling-bling kind of kid.
Right, you bling Norse.
And he's going to come
That's the one.
steaming up the road with the clipboard, Uncle Tom Cobley and all, so that although you can do all the right things, if you get delayed and if you get pulled into fighting that deliberate shield wall battle, then you're going to lose. So not only did your rapid action enable you to win the Battle of Stamford Bridge quickly, because you won the Battle of Stamford Bridge quickly, you can now go, and if you're really lucky, your army will win the Battle of Hastings as well.
So, a fabulous success then, a famous victory for our family. Contestants, well done. That was a really, really good performance. You have been watching Time Commanders. Good night.
Stamford Bridge ended the Norse threat to England. The Norwegians had arrived in 300 ships, but their remnants left in only 24.
And yet, Harold Godwinson's English army was sorely depleted. And just as the battle was ending, news had arrived that Duke William of Normandy had landed in Sussex. Godwinson must now make all haste south.